mighty buffalo, a comprehensive overview. The buffalo, a symbol of strength, resilience, and cultural significance, has played a crucial role in the ecosystems, economies, and cultures where it roams. Also known as the American bison, bison, these magnificent creatures are among the most iconic animals of North America. This comprehensive overview delves into their biology, behavior, history, cultural importance, conservation status, and ecological impact, providing a detailed portrait of one of nature's most remarkable species. Taxonomy and species classification. Buffaloes are members of the Bovidae family, which includes other large mammals like cattle, goats, and sheep. The American bison is often referred to as a buffalo, although it is distinct from the true buffaloes found in Africa and Asia, such as the African buffalo, Syncerus cafeor, and the water buffalo, Bubulus bubulus. The American bison is classified into two subspecies, the plains bison, bison, and the wood bison, bison athabasci. The plains bison, with its smaller size and more numerous population, roamed the vast grasslands of North America, while the wood bison inhabited the northern forests. Physical characteristics. Buffaloes are imposing animals, with adult males, bulls, standing about 5 to 6.5 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing up to 2,000 pounds, while females, cows, are slightly smaller, averaging around 1,100 pounds. Their massive heads, humped shoulders, and shaggy coats distinguish them from other bovids. The thick fur, which ranges in color from dark brown to almost black, provides insulation against harsh winters. Their horns, found on both sexes, are short and curved, used for defense and dominance displays. Habitat and distribution. Historically, millions of buffaloes roamed North America, from the grasslands of Mexico to the forests of Canada. Habitat and distribution. Historically, millions of buffaloes roamed North America, from the grasslands of Mexico to the forests of Canada. They thrived in a variety of habitats, including prairies, plains, and river valleys. Today, their range has significantly diminished, but they can still be found in national parks, wildlife refuges, and private reserves across the United States and Canada. Yellowstone National Park is home to one of the largest and most genetically pure herds of wild bison, providing a glimpse into the past when these animals roamed freely. Behavior and social structure. Buffaloes are highly social animals, living in herds that can range from a few individuals to several hundred. These herds are typically matriarchal, with females and their offspring forming the core group, while males either live solitarily or in bachelor groups. During the mating season, known as the rut, bulls compete for dominance and the right to mate with females. These contests involve displays of strength, including headbutting and pushing matches. Buffaloes communicate through a range of vocalizations, body language, and scent marking. They have a keen sense of smell, which they use to detect predators, locate food, and recognize other members of the herd. Despite their size, buffaloes are surprisingly agile and can run at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour when threatened. Diet and foraging. Buffaloes are herbivores, primarily grazing on grasses, sedges, and other vegetation. Their diet varies seasonally, with fresh green shoots in the spring and summer, and dried grasses and forbs in the fall and winter. Buffaloes have a complex digestive system with a four-chambered stomach, allowing them to efficiently break down tough plant material through a process of fermentation and regurgitation. Their foraging behavior has a significant impact on the ecosystem. Their foraging behavior has a significant impact on the ecosystem. By grazing, trampling, and wallowing, buffaloes help maintain the health and diversity of the grasslands. Their grazing patterns create a mosaic of different plant communities, promoting biodiversity and providing habitat for other species. Reproduction and life cycle. The breeding season for buffaloes typically occurs from July to September. During this time, dominant bulls gather and guard harems of cows, mating with multiple females. After a gestation period of about 9.5 months, cows give birth to a single calf, usually in late spring or early summer. Calves are born with a reddish-brown coat, which gradually darkens as they mature. Buffalo calves are precocial, meaning they are born relatively developed and can stand and walk within a few hours of birth. They remain close to their mothers for protection and nourishment, nursing for several months before transitioning to a diet of solid food. By the age of 2, young buffaloes are weaned and begin to integrate more fully into the herd's social structure. Buffaloes have a lifespan of around 15 to 20 years in the wild, though they can live longer in captivity. Predation, disease, and harsh environmental conditions are the primary factors influencing their survival. Natural predators include wolves, cougars, and bears, though adult buffaloes are formidable opponents and often deter attacks through sheer size and strength. Historical significance and cultural impact. For thousands of years, buffaloes were integral to the lives of indigenous peoples across North America. They provided food, clothing, shelter, and tools, with every part of the animal being utilized. The relationship between indigenous tribes and buffaloes was one of respect and sustainability, with hunting practices designed to ensure the herd's continued survival. The relationship between indigenous tribes and buffaloes was one of respect and sustainability, with hunting practices designed to ensure the herd's continued survival. Buffaloes also held deep spiritual significance, symbolizing abundance, strength, and unity. Ceremonies and rituals often featured buffalo dances and songs, celebrating the animal's role in the natural world and human life. The decline of buffalo populations in the 19th century, due to overhunting and habitat loss, had a devastating impact on indigenous communities, disrupting their way of life and cultural traditions. The decline and near extinction. The arrival of European settlers marked the beginning of a dramatic decline in buffalo populations. Driven by commercial interests, sport hunting, and government policies aimed at subjugating indigenous tribes, hunters decimated the herds. By the late 1800s, the once vast buffalo population had been reduced to a few hundred individuals. The near extinction of buffaloes is one of the most tragic episodes in American history. The slaughter of these animals not only disrupted the ecological balance of the plains but also caused immense suffering for indigenous peoples, whose lives were intertwined with the buffalo. Recognizing the catastrophic consequences, early conservationists began efforts to save the remaining buffalo population. Conservation and restoration efforts. The early 20th century saw the beginning of concerted efforts to protect and restore buffalo populations. Visionaries like William Temple Hornaday, Theodore Roosevelt, and Charles Goodnight played pivotal roles in establishing breeding programs and wildlife reserves. The American Bison Society, founded in 1905, spearheaded efforts to reintroduce buffaloes to their native habitats. These efforts bore fruit, with buffalo numbers gradually increasing over the decades. The American Bison Society, founded in 1905, spearheaded efforts to reintroduce buffaloes to their native habitats. These efforts bore fruit, with buffalo numbers gradually increasing over the decades. Today, there are estimated to be around 500,000 buffaloes in North America, though only a fraction of these are considered wild and free-ranging. Conservation initiatives continue to focus on habitat restoration, genetic diversity, and the establishment of new herds in suitable areas. Buffalo conservation has also become a collaborative effort involving indigenous communities, government agencies, and non-profit organizations. Programs like the Intertribal Buffalo Council work to return buffaloes to tribal lands, supporting cultural revitalization and sustainable land management practices. Ecological importance. Buffaloes play a critical role in maintaining the health and diversity of grassland ecosystems. Their grazing behavior promotes plant growth and nutrient cycling, preventing any one species from dominating the landscape. This creates a dynamic and resilient ecosystem that supports a wide range of flora and fauna. Buffaloes also contribute to soil health through their wallowing behavior, where they roll in the dirt to remove parasites and cool off. These wallows create microhabitats that collect rainwater, providing breeding grounds for amphibians and watering holes for other animals. The physical disturbance caused by wallowing and trampling also helps to aerate the soil and disperse seeds. By reintroducing buffaloes to their native habitats, conservationists aim to restore these ecological processes and enhance the overall health of grassland ecosystems. Studies have shown that areas with active buffalo populations exhibit greater plant and animal diversity, improved soil quality, and increased resilience to environmental stressors. Economic and recreational value. Buffaloes also have significant economic and recreational value. In recent years, there has been growing interest in buffalo ranching and the production of buffalo meat, which is leaner and lower in cholesterol compared to beef. Buffalo meat is prized for its rich flavor and nutritional benefits, and demand has led to the establishment of numerous buffalo ranches across North America. Ecotourism centered around buffalo viewing has also become a valuable industry. National parks, wildlife reserves, and private ranches attract visitors from around the world who come to witness these magnificent animals in their natural habitat. Buffalo-related activities, such as guided tours, photography workshops, and cultural experiences, contribute to local economies and raise awareness about the importance of conservation. Challenges and future directions. Despite significant progress in buffalo conservation, challenges remain. Habitat loss, genetic bottlenecks, and disease continue to threaten buffalo populations. Climate change poses additional risks, altering the availability of food and water resources and increasing the frequency of extreme weather events. Efforts to address these challenges involve a combination of scientific research, policy advocacy, and community engagement. Conservationists are working to expand protected areas, enhance genetic diversity through managed breeding programs, and develop strategies to mitigate the impacts of climate change. Collaboration with Indigenous communities is also crucial, recognizing their traditional knowledge and leadership in buffalo stewardship. Looking to the future, the goal is not only to ensure the survival of buffaloes but also to restore their ecological and cultural significance. This involves a holistic approach that considers the interconnectedness of people, animals, and the environment. If you liked my video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.